This is Volusia Today, a public information radio program brought to you by the County of Volusia.
Good morning and welcome to Volusia County, Volusia Today. My name is Michael Ryan. I'm the Communications Director for Volusia County, and I'm joined by my co-host today, David Hunt. David, how are you this morning?
Very good. Enjoying the beautiful weather. We got a big weekend coming up.
Yeah, well, tell me why.
Biketoberfest is here.
Oh, I totally thought
I don't think anybody can miss it. You thought I was going to give you the beach report, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. I was expecting a beach report.
for the beach report.
David is our resident surfer boy and surfer man, and yes, politically incorrect, probably right. And gives me my beach report every weekend, so I know where I'm going.
I'll give it to you real quick. Waves are looking small. Weather's supposed to be beautiful. We got 1:30, 2:30 afternoon high tides. Beach driving might still be affected an hour or two before and an hour or two after that high tide mark. But the rip currents are still a threat. Even though it's going to look calm, it's going to look nice, going to look beautiful. Still swim near a staff lifeguard tower.
Nice. Finally, a little bit of cool air, too.
Yeah, it's awesome. Beautiful.
But it may take a little longer to get to the beach this weekend because of why?
Biketoberfest. Biketoberfest. Here you hear them rumbling around out there right now. And our message is safety. Put down the phones, pay attention, move a little slower around town. Look, if you were looking 2 times, look 5 times now before you make any turns. Look out for our guests. Look out for yourself. Just be safe out there this weekend for sure. Yeah,
and my kids pull your AirPods out of your ears too when you're driving.
Yeah, pay attention.
Specifically to my kids. We're going to dig in a little bit deeper into the event this weekend with our special guest today, David. We have Georgia Turner with what my note says, West Volusia Tourism Bureau. Is that close enough?
That's perfect.
Good morning, Georgia. How are you?
Good morning. Good.
And we have Andrew Booth with the Daytona Beach CVB.
Good morning, guys. How are you?
Good morning. Thank you for joining us.
Oh, thank you for having us.
So let's talk motorcycles. When and everybody, we talk about this every show. I'm fairly new to the area. I used to come down as a visitor to come to Bike Week and also Biketoberfest, but I don't know a whole lot of details about it. So when did it officially start?
It officially started yesterday.
Okay.
And it will run through Sunday. And it's our 31st annual Biketoberfest. Actually began back in 1992. But it's a 4-day rally, one of the top rallies here in the Southeast. Concerts, vendors, displays, food, just good old-fashioned fellowship, beautiful scenic rides. It's not a ticketed event. It's a county-wide event. It's free to drive in, enjoy it. Everybody's taking part in the activity, so it's hard to put a number on how many people are here. A lot of estimates put it around 100,000, 125,000, but a very significant rally in the motorcycle world. And we, as a Daytona Beach area CVB, are the promoters of it, and our duty is to get that information out. Where is everything going on? What is there to do? We're doing that. The best thing about this weekend that we're so excited about is the weather. It's great riding weather.
Yeah.
Blue sky yesterday. I was out at the Speedway. It was hopping at 9 in the morning on a Thursday. We've actually seen bikers here earlier in the week. They've gotten in early, and that's really great when they extend their stay beyond just the 4 days in our hotels and generating that bed tax revenue. So we expect a really strong weekend.
So, Andrew, I'd like to dig into the benefits for the community and the bed tax and stuff a little bit later.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me, so what events are going on today? And if I don't have a motorcycle, what do I do?
Well, you don't have to have a motorcycle to enjoy Biketoberfest, but we have a lot of what I like to call them different hubs throughout the county where a lot of the Biketoberfest events are going on. One of those is Main Street. Lots of concerts, looking at other people's motorcycles, a lot of vendors and businesses to visit. Food and drink, and just enjoying the atmosphere of Main Street. It's a legendary spot. Then you've got downtown Daytona Beach, where the Riverfront Esplanade recently completed is at, and there's a couple motorcycle stores in that area. Then you've got Midtown. And then you move out to Daytona National Speedway. They've got Fall Cycle Scene. They've got Thunder Alley, a motorcycle marketplace there. They've got bike shows, and they've got live entertainment. And then on the inside of the racetrack, they have motorcyclists going 190 miles per hour on their road course for 4 days doing racing. And then shift upwards to Ormond Beach. You have Terry Morris's Destination Daytona, the Harley-Davidson dealership up there. They've got concerts, Saints and Sinners. Pub's got got like 3-4 bands a day.
Yeah. Do you know who's playing there tonight? Because I do.
Is it Molly Hatchet tonight?
One night, I know.
Okay, well, you may beat me on that one.
Jasmine Kane is awesome. Jasmine Kane's there all 3 nights.
I think last night and tonight is completely unchained. My favorite Van Halen tribute band.
Oh yeah, there's a couple tribute bands.
Yeah. I don't tell everybody that, Dave. That's my guilty pleasure.
There's a Kid Rock tribute band. I know Cole Ford, Eddie Montgomery. There's some great acts. They're all around. You might see them actually at one spot, and the next night they're at a different spot.
Yes, yeah.
So,
don't forget the Iron Horse.
Yeah, I'm making my way to US 1.
Okay.
Yeah. See, like I said, there's so many different hubs. Then you got US 1 in Ormond Beach, the Broken Spoke, the Iron Horse. I haven't had it, but all I've heard about is the steak tip sandwich.
Steak tips, not sandwich, just steak tips on top of some potatoes. It is so good.
I've not heard that.
I'll be there this weekend.
Yeah. So there you go. Another neat spot I've heard is Tomoka State Park. They've got these Cajun peanuts and craft beers. You can sit there at Tomoka Basin. You can sit back and relax and enjoy it. So those are just a couple little hidden secrets about Biketoberfest there. And then there's the scenic rides like the Loop, the 30-mile Loop all throughout Ormond Beach. And we've got great green spaces throughout the entire county. Georgia's got her own program that she's going to tell you about as well. So it's a fluid event. A lot to see and do and immerse yourself with in Volusia County.
And like you said, the weather's good, so get out and enjoy.
Yeah.
Let's hop over to the west side.
That's right.
It's a countywide event.
The big thing, I mean, we're bigger during Bike Week, but Biketoberfest is really all about the ride. I mean, people are coming on every single road that goes into West Volusia, all around the whole area. But then we also have this really great place called OB's, or some people call it Obies, that's there that will have all kinds. It'll kind of be like a Iron Horse or one of those kind of things. They started last week with an event called Trucktoberfest.
Okay.
So we've had bikers and trucks and all kinds of things in town all week.
Where's that at, OB's?
OB's is right to the north of downtown DeLand.
Okay.
So you can, and so you can go and eat in downtown DeLand. We got 15, 16, 20 restaurants in downtown DeLand, and then go over to OB's for music. They've got music starting today at like 1 o'clock.
That's awesome.
And it'll just rock all night. It's amazing.
So our shop's out there. So the bikes, we see a lot of bikes out there as well.
Yeah.
Like you said, a lot of it's about the ride.
It is.
So what are some great rides to take out on the west side of town?
Well, I think that, and it's the way I go to work every morning. I live in Ormond, so I think that if you go down or go over 40 and then go Highway 11 into downtown DeLand, and then that would take you right into OB's if you wanted to. But that's just a really, really pretty ride. Maybe stop there at Lake Diaz or one of the attractions along the way. That's probably my favorite. And then you can go north, south, east, west, all around. So we have on our website, Visit West Volusia, we have a kind of a ride map that'll show you how to go in different places. But that's really my favorite one. Although I'm one of those bikers without a motorcycle. I just like to walk around and see what all there is to do and see. So, but it'll be a fun time all around the county.
Georgia, let's pivot back to Biketoberfest in a second. Tell me, we had lunch recently, and you gave me a little bit of your history, and Andrew, we're going to come to you next. So tell me a little bit about what you do today. How long have you been in the tourism industry here?
Well, I've been doing this since 1985. I was up in Alabama, and then married a man that came to Embry-Riddle, like a lot of us did, I guess. So, but anyway, when I was at the Convention and Visitors Bureau, when Biketoberfest started in 1992, and it was really one of the initiatives. We got a new special events person at that time, Janet Kersey, who's now with Daytona Beach Chamber. So it was really, there was so much going on at the Speedway at that time because motorcycles been racing on the beach here forever and ever and ever. So there was still that big event, the fall cycle scene. And so that was her charge, is to come in and to make it a bigger deal because we had so many people at Bike Week. So Biketoberfest just became a thing, and it's just grown and grown and grown and grown and grown. I mean, it usually was just, at that time, it was pretty much Main Street and the Speedway. So, 1992, and then it was originally called the Daytona Fall Tour because they knew a lot of people wanted to drive or ride and, ride around the area. So then it became Biketoberfest, which really has a lot better ring to it, I think. I like the Biketoberfest name.
Well, and one of my favorite months in Florida is October.
Well, it's just
beautiful,
without
right?
a doubt. It's beautiful just all the time anyway. So.
And a little less crowded, maybe a few fewer tourists.
And I think that's something that these guys are going to do this year. They're partnering with a research agency to do some surveys and things, just because we really have seen this one, Biketoberfest, being more localized, maybe, like the Southeast and Florida, as to where Bike Week brings people from all over the world. So I know that you guys have got the. Do you still do the map where you find out where people are at the Welcome Center?
At the Welcome Center, but we also
at Daytona.
Actually, no. The Welcome Center is trackside this year.
Oh, trackside. Okay.
Yeah, we're excited to get across the street. We're right in that thriving display area, Thunder Alley.
Great.
And while we are welcoming, we have that map in there, and they can put a pin where they're from.
That's always
fun. We do have ambassadors out in the field as well as at the Welcome Center, kind of gathering that information through a survey to try to find out where people are coming from and learn a little bit more about the guests, so we can improve our marketing and outreach heading into next year's Biketoberfest. Yes.
Andrew, we were talking about the map a little bit off air. Where you've already looked at it.
Took a peek, yesterday.
Yesterday, the first day. Where's the most exotic or cool or faraway place that you've seen?
There were a couple over in Europe that I saw yesterday. Just a couple. It was still early in the day when I looked. Sure. The majority of pins were in the Southeast, but I saw like Arizona, New Mexico. So there's going to be other pins throughout the United States, but still it is the majority of the Southeast.
That is fun to go see.
Yeah, it is. I'm going to make sure to look at it this morning and see how we're doing. But I think that's a real interesting aspect to it. I think it is certainly growing beyond just the Southeast. We certainly see a lot of Floridians that are here, though.
Nice. David, are you going to use this opportunity to get your moped out of the garage? Pull it out, go ride around, show everybody up.
I stay off motorcycles, man. I learned that at a young age. I don't have good luck with motorcycles.
You know what? I think the visual of you on a moped in the middle of Bike Week is a good time to take a break. Let's all think about that.
Make the most of your day at the beach. Download the Volusia County Beaches app today. Sign up for real-time notifications on vehicle ramp openings and closings. Find staffed lifeguard towers. Get updates on tides and beach conditions. Plus, off-beach parking and coastal parks info. Volusia County Beaches app is available for your smart devices at the App Store and Google Play.
And we're back with Volusia Today. My name is Michael Ryan. I am the Communications Director for Volusia County, and I'm joined by my co-host, David Hunt. David, good morning.
Good morning.
You're looking good this morning, Brighton. Are you ready for the weekend?
Oh, ready for the weekend.
Okay, you ready for Biketoberfest?
Ready.
What are you going to go to at Biketoberfest this weekend?
All right, I'm gonna bum you out. I'm a stay-at-home kind of guy during the Bike Week of Biketoberfest. I am. Yeah. I'm a bring it all in, hang out at the house with the family, cook out. Yeah, exactly.
Just go outside, you'll hear it no matter where you are.
Yeah, exactly.
It's funny you say that, because my wife, born and raised in Daytona, not me, and so leading the last week or two, it's like she's stocking up for a hurricane.
Exactly.
And I think we have water and MREs and stuff, and because she's not leaving the house. But then a day or two ago, she was complaining, because we're going to have a house full of kids this weekend, and she was complaining that now we don't get to go. I was like, well, now that we've gotten a little closer to the event, she's excited about it and wants to get out of the house and go see it.
And my wife's from Maryland, and we've gone out, I think, last year, and she's pregnant right now, so we're kind of gonna lay low, you know. Yeah, we're in the third trimester, so we're laying low.
And congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, let's dig a little deeper into Biketoberfest and what it does for Daytona and our region and Volusia County. We're joined today by Georgia Turner with West Volusia Tourism Bureau. I'm going to make up that name.
That's okay.
And Andrew Booth with the Daytona Beach CVB. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you both for being here. We touched on this for a second earlier, but I really wanted to hold it till a second segment. Help me, as a resident, understand why I should embrace Biketoberfest and why it's good for our region.
Well, this is what we call the shoulder season in the tourism industry. It is one of our slower periods. We're out of the summer now, so people are back in school and working. So this event brings visitation during a slower period of time. And like I said previously, we have 100,000, 125,000 visitors that are coming in here, and they're staying in our hotels, our campgrounds, RV parks, and that is generating bed tax dollars, important bed tax dollars that fund the Daytona Beach Area Convention and Visitors Bureau. The residents do not pay a cent for the operation of the Daytona Beach Area Convention and Visitors Bureau. It's all funded by the Convention and Development Tax. Very common. There's a couple different bed taxes, so I got to check my notes here, but it's a 3% tax, and it all comes from the bed tax, and that's what funds the operations for the Daytona Beach Area CVB. And the hotel certainly welcome the visitors as well as the businesses. All these motorcycle enthusiasts that are coming into town, they're pouring dollars into our businesses that we enjoy. We like going to some of these restaurants, and these visitors are important for them to survive as well, and for them to be available for us to enjoy throughout the whole year.
Well, and that money even trickles further down into our economy when you tip that waitress or that waiter or the person who owns the bar or owns the restaurant. That they in turn turn around and spend that money at the grocery store or at the gas station or to put their kid in daycare or whatever that is. So I mean, it really does trickle down, and it's a good time of the year to have it. We're probably a little spoiled during the summer we know tourists are going to be here, maybe Christmas time and stuff. So this is a perfect time of the year, and we talked earlier about how beautiful the weather is in October.
I love the feel of October here.
Yeah.
This is what I call the payoff. The summer, the humidity, the afternoon thunderstorms. It's a nuisance. But I tell you, when you get to October, to me, that's the payoff of living in Volusia County. I love that feel.
Yeah.
And it's a great time to be in Daytona Beach, Volusia County.
Andrew, so we dug a little bit into Georgia's history. Tell us about yours.
Well, I was born and raised right here in the Daytona Beach area in Ormond Beach. I went to Ormond Junior High School. It wasn't a middle school at the time. And then I went to Mainland High School, and then I went to Daytona Beach Community College, and then I went to Stetson University and got my degree there. I was at the Daytona Beach News Journal for about 7 years, working in the sports department there, and did motorsports and worked editorial in the sports department, and then went out to the Speedway and eventually worked my way out, way up to the director of communications with the Speedway. I was there for about 20 years, and now I've shifted over here to the Daytona Beach area CVB. I've been it's about a year and a half now. I'm working on the team here. It's led by our executive director, Lori Campbell Baker. It's a great team, 17 full-time employees, and I love our mission of promoting Volusia County and trying to generate economic prosperity and featuring the Daytona Beach area as a preferred tourism destination. It's a great mission, and I love telling people about the place I get to live at and why it's a wonderful place to come visit.
Yeah. I know we're talking about Biketoberfest today, but what other kind of big events annually do you guys promote?
Well, we promote all the different events, but as well as just year-round visitation. I mean, we always lead with the beach. Our beach is so unique. The hard-packed sand. It's so walkable. It is the world's most famous beach. It's certainly our top attraction, and it's kind of the conversation starter. And then you've got the Speedway, and then we have a lot of other cornerstone attractions in this area. We're the home to the only Smithsonian-affiliated museum in Central Florida, the Museum of Arts and Sciences. We have the tallest lighthouse here in the state of Florida, 175 feet down in Ponce Inlet. It's a 203 steps to the top.
Yep.
To the top. And you get a beautiful view of the entire intercoastal waterway and the Atlantic Ocean. That is so unique. Ponce Inlet is a treasure as well.
Right.
All the different things they have down there. And so that's just off the top of my head. We have arts and culture. We have the green spaces. We got some great fine dining. I think we're underrated in terms of some of the dining locations. We got some great restaurants here to immerse ourselves in. I think in locals, we kind of get caught in that trap of going to the same old places.
Well, and we've also got seafood, and that's what, everybody always asks us, where do you go eat seafood? And we send a lot of people from West Volusia over to Ponce Inlet just because that fresh seafood is what you want when you come to Florida, and the fish camp kind of atmosphere, and that's one of my favorite places.
Georgia, we, of course, being, Volusia County Radio, we do not endorse any particular private entity. But if I were looking to get out of the house and go have some seafood, where does Georgia go? I want to know that.
I love the North Turn. I like really, and they know this. I mean, and I'm a West Volusia person, so, what can I say? But I love the North Turn because of its history. It's actually the North Turn of the track when it was on the, on the sand there. So, I mean, it's a really cool place to go, and you can look out on the beach, and that's one of my favorite places. I've been known to just go to the beach on a Saturday and then go there for lunch, or a beer. Don't tell anyone.
We also do not endorse drinking alcohol on the show either, Georgia.
I'm not going to tell you about the cool craft beverage trail today.
No, yeah, you got to.
Okay.
That was solely Georgia Turner. Dave.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
Oh, well, and I pointed to you. That meant that was your turn to talk.
Oh, okay, my turn. Yeah, I was going to say, when we talked about the food, I feel like everybody lives in their cities and kind of lives within their 2-mile radius, but when you look at Volusia County holistically as a place with great food, great dining, great opportunities, there's a ton. Downtown DeLand itself, you cannot beat it.
No.
It's beautiful.
Anything you want.
Right. New Smyrna, it's got some great places. It is amazing. And as you all were talking, I was, as a resident, as a lifetime resident, as a lifelong resident, I was thinking how awesome it is that we got people in the room who, one of them helped out starting the Biketoberfest event. That's amazing. We got a lifelong resident who held a leadership position at the Daytona International Speedway for 20 years.
Yeah.
We're talking Janet Kersey. We're talking Lori Campbell Baker. We're talking these people who care about our community, who live in our community, who have been here for a long time. And it just makes me think about tourism differently, and how it's not just laissez-faire, just throwing ideas out and seeing what works. It's taking a responsible approach and bringing the right people into Daytona Beach.
That's right.
I think that's amazing. When we talk about these bigger events such as Biketoberfest, what actually goes into the planning? I was the special event supervisor at the city of Port Orange for a little while. We threw some events, 200, 300 people. And for me, that was a lot of work. What goes into something like Biketoberfest?
I'm just going to say how much it changes. When we were here back in the 90s, it was a completely different kind of biker. It was, we used to call them rubs, rich urban bikers. There was a lot of people that came into town that, just bought their, and you remember this probably, Andrew, that bought a motorcycle, might have been the first time that they were ever on it. And then we also had to look at like the lifetime bikers. There's, women have gotten really into motorcycle riding recently. The minorities, just everything that, there's so many changes, and now the bikers are aging. A lot of those bikers that were there when in 1992 are older, so they might be on a trike or something completely different. So it's just a very interesting way to have to research and think, and think, what are we going to put on our poster this year? What are we going to put on the pen that they give out, the souvenir pen, that would appeal to a lot of different people. So I think that's the beauty of it, is once you get everybody walking around on Main Street, they all just turn into a big group of happy people that are glad to be in a cool place. But there is a lot of research that goes into it, a lot of planning, a lot of, you can tell you're into it a lot more than I am anymore. But I just remember that, back in 1992, that's the way we were looking and finding something that was already an existing event that was doing really well and make another one. I think that's what we all do. It's just kind of like, Trucktoberfest, like I told you last weekend, that we've got an event that's coming up at the beginning of November that's going to be, it's called the Fall Spider Bike and Trike Fest. It benefits this place called the Road Warrior Foundation. That's kind of a charity event. That's a ride, and people will be here from all over the country for a couple of days, November 2nd through the 4th. It just keeps going. When I was there the second time at the CVB, we kind of promoted it as the Biker Beach because it was somewhere that bikers loved. They knew where to go, and they enjoyed coming back again and again. So it's a really interesting process to promote this to this market. There's a whole group of, it used to be a whole group of magazines. Now it's, like the digital aspects of it. So it's a fun thing to do and a fun market to watch grow and to be excited about.
That's awesome. Andrew, how about you? You've been in the trenches, right?
Yeah.
Preparing for this.
You're in the trenches today, probably.
Yeah, I'm heading to the Welcome Center right after this. But keeping up with the growth and in all the businesses and everything that they have going on, we're seeing more people getting involved and trying to keep up with the different activities and getting that word out. We've also come up with a couple of special initiatives to also continue to spark growth. One thing we talk about constantly is the Biketoberfest mobile app. To make sure you download that on your phone, and that's got information regarding accommodations, maps, events, what's going on and where is it going on at. We developed a neat program called the Moto Passport Scavenger Hunt, 9 different stops. If you go to all 9 stops, you just make an account first in the mobile app, and then you go check in at the Welcome Center as your 9th stop out at the Speedway. We're going to give you a collectible coin with the Biketoberfest logo on it. Only 500 of those have been made. So a new special initiative on that, using technology to put up on that program. Then we have this dream giveaway where we're giving away 2 Harley-Davidson motorcycles, a trailer, a trip to Biketoberfest next year, and accommodations at the Hard Rock Hotel Daytona Beach. The Dream Giveaway, and that's a charity sweepstakes. That's going to be a year-long initiative that we're going to be talking about that will continue to keep Biketoberfest in the conversation for the entire year.
Ticket. I'm not
it's a $3. It's a $3 ticket. There's graduated pricing levels, and more if you want to buy more tickets. And it goes to Dream Giveaway, and it benefits a couple valuable charities. And you can get more information on that at the biketoberfest.org, also on the mobile app. And you can purchase those tickets out at the Welcome Center or on the mobile app or on dreamgiveaway.com. But that program is going to keep us in the conversation for the whole year. And we've got some more exciting announcements around that. That's a new program that we've not done before.
Andrew and Georgia, we've got about a minute left, give or take. I want to thank you both for being here today. I know you're both busy and right in the middle of your event. Thank you for spending your morning with us. And Dave?
No, I was going to say the same thing. Thank you for everything you all do. You're impressive. You're impressive people, and I really appreciate it as a resident of Volusia County. And then just stay safe. Stay off the phones. Don't drink and drive. Look 3 times when you're on the roadways. Drive slow. Look out for each other. Take care of each other. That's all I got. Just have a great weekend.
And go enjoy Biketoberfest.
That's it. Have fun.
Get out of the house. Go enjoy it. Even you don't have to be a biker, even if you're local. Go get out and enjoy the sights.
That's it.
Y'all have a great weekend. Thank you both for being here.
Thank you.
We're out of here.
If you have a comment about Volusia Today, or if there is a topic you would like to hear featured, please contact Volusia County Community Information at